Hi, this is Russ Payton with Role Blame Public Radio. This is RPPR Actual Play. This is a Fate Core one-shot called A Night on Cointract Island. It is a prequel to our upcoming campaign, Cointract Island, which is an action horror game in the vein of Resident Evil or Bioshock, but with horrible biotech and cybernetics and cryptotech, all wrapped up into one island where everything's, well, you'll find out. We have, if you've been on our on the RPPR Patreon, I've been releasing some art over the last couple months of creatures and maps of Cointract Island. So I'll be posting previews of that with each episode. But we have a prequel where we get to see how the shit goes down the night that everything breaks on Cointract Island. So I'll explain a little bit about the island. But first, let's introduce our players, because these are our campaign players, but they're using pre-gens that I generated, are regular residents of Cointract Island. So first off, I will introduce RPPR's most innovative GM, Bridget.
Hey everybody, this is me, RPPR's most innovative GM. I'm an award-winning game designer and professional video game. So yeah, my pronouns are she, her. I'm sure you've seen a bunch of my stuff on RPPR. I hope you have. I hope you've been enjoying it.
The one shot we did together on Unknown Armies Ghosts and Coffee was called by Greg Stolze. Greg Stolze was proud that he made a game that made that episode possible.
It's so funny because, like, I really liked that episode because it's basically just like Ross and Burke having to do whatever I wanted with Ross's adventure, and I'm so glad that everybody liked it so much. I feel like that was more for me than for anyone else.
It was very good, and if you haven't listened to that, you should definitely. Bridget, how can people find you on the internet if they want to?
So I am on Twitter at unsatisfied kit, as though you were trying to write unsatisfied kitty and you just forgot the Y because Twitter character limits and all that kind of nonsense. If you want to support me on Patreon and gain access to my sick Discord where I make memes about Monster Hunter, you can go to patreon.com/BridgetFan.
Very good. Next up, we also have another person who has been on RPPR before, Faye. How are you doing?
Not too bad. So if you're here, you probably know who I am, but just a refresher. My name's Faye, pronouns she, her. I'm going to be playing in this lovely session. I'm going to be playing Septus Lawson, who goes by he, him, and is a Reddit atheist.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So, Bridget, tell us about your character, too. Sorry.
I just forgot that. Oh, I have to talk about my character, too. Yeah, I'm playing as Samantha Sammy Carlson. And her whole deal is that she used to be part of what seems like a cult, like a New Age. Is that what these are? The New Age people? They're cult members. But got out of that and, cleansed herself of that whole moral attitude. And now the only cult she's addicted to is being on her grind. Am I right?
Yep.
Hashtag grind set. 3 tips to avoid burnout.
And
Jesus Christ.
She is an assistant to an executive with the Cointract DAO, the Decentralized Autonomous Organization. I'll explain that in a little bit. But they're the people running the show on Cointract Island. So you're on the path, the fast track to success. So you hope.
Oh, boy.
Finally, we have a player new to RPPR. Lydia, please.
Hello, yeah, I'm Lydia. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at the Doomed One, all one word. Today I'll be playing the character Dr. Hypatia Sunstruck. She is one of the scientists that works in the secret lab, and she has definitely been cleared by the ethics board, and there have been no problems.
All right.
No problems. Yeah.
Can you count the number of vampires she's dating on one hand or two?
Might be more than that.
Well, it's fine. Something ethics, something board.
Yeah, so we'll have links to the Patreon and Twitter profiles in the show notes. So definitely also check out Cry Novel, which I'll have a link to. That is something Bridget and Faye have worked on, and it's really cool. But yeah, let's dive into the game. So Cointract, it is in the near future. Technology has advanced a bit. Cybernetics and genetic engineering have made some leaps and bounds, but especially in places where regulations are not so restrictive by things like morality or ethics or concern for the people being experimented on. And the best example of this is Cointract Island. Cointract Island is a island run by the Cointract DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Think of a corporation, but shares are actually tokens on a blockchain. And whoever has the most tokens gets to control the board and tell the organization what to do. So Cointract Island has bought this island somewhere in Southeast Asia. We're being kind of vague with its exact location, but for enough money, you can move there. And you can also try out their prototype Cointractors. A Cointractor is a genetically engineered creature, often a hybrid of two or more animals, that has cybernetic implants that control it. But these cybernetic implants allow a person who is authorized to give orders to the creature, and so you have your own little real life Pokemon or best pal. But the catch is the cybernetic implants run on blockchain technology, which means they have NFT. Authorship or controller tokens, non-fungible tokens. So each unique creature has a unique token on the blockchain that you have to have on a device in order to run a command to control that creature. So you can buy and sell and trade your favorite, genetically engineered creatures, such as the courier, which is like a pelican and a dog, and they're used for shipping packages around the island, and they're very cool and normal. So there's a lot on the island, and no one else in the world seems to have this level of technology, and they're kind of secretive about it, but they've been kind of gradually revealing more and more to the public to get more and more investors and people to move to the island, to work on the island. And so there's a lot of people on this island. And as we begin this game, 3 normal people are just going to work in the morning, and we'll see what happens. So who wants to do their first solo vignette? Because we get the assistant. Okay. Septus Lawson. You are a programmer who works directly for Cointract DAO. We'll just call it Cointract. Right. You are in the office park on the eastern side of the island, you're actually working in the cybernetic interface division, right. And you actually work in the big building, which is called the Build Chain Office, a very large. Okay. Yeah, it's a very large labyrinth-like office complex. Boxes in irregular shapes folded in of themselves, roof gardens and solar panels, possibly self-sufficient. So think of something like, the Googleplex, but also brutalist somehow. And so that's where you work. How is it going for you? What's your morning wake-up routine, Septus?
All right. So I probably have some, so just a bit of a background about Septus Lawson. Septus Lawson is a former Mormon turned Reddit atheist, obsessed with EDC, everyday carry kind of shit, has basically replaced the Mormon religion with, the religion of atheism and Redditism. My entire personality has been reconstructed around this website. And I have just actually decided my third other aspect. I'm subscribed to the r/nootropics board, so I've got my fucking stack, optimized. I'm taking creatine in the mornings. I'm microdosing psilocybin for those maximum effects. All right, so I wake up in the morning, sharp 5 o'clock. I have my bulletproof coffee. Which is a stick of butter and coffee with a little bit of MTC coconut oil or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I put that in my custom print mirror mug. Then I bike to work on my bike that uses the excess pedaling energy to mine coins.
All right.
And I get up to the building. It's a giant glass fucking monstrosity that melts cars and shit. You know the deal with the constant fucking, like, what's that shit in, what is it, New York or London with the building that melts cars? It's basically like that, where it's like just shittily constructed giant building of glass. Swipe my key card, which is of course on the blockchain. For whatever reason, CEO was insistent about it. Log into my computer, which also I have, my Ethereum, little wallet on me. And then I review code and mostly don't work. It's a pretty cushy job, I think. I spend most of my morning catching up on like new threads that I've commented in, and or threads that I've commented in, and new threads and shit. Honestly, it's a fucking great job.
Yeah, most days it is. Now, you're considered, you're actually part of the A team of the programmer division, because the cybernetic interface, that's their app. That's the thing that makes everything work, right? Like, get these creatures, these chimera that are, marketing came in with the term Cointractor.
Right.
But you always think of them as chimera, because that's what they are. You take two or more animals and you just blend them together, and somehow that works. Do you have any? Have you actually bought any of those creatures?
You mod the subreddit for Cointract creatures?
Of course I mod the r/Cointract subreddit. I didn't buy any. I got a couple like test cases for free, because I'm like the lead programmer and shit. Not to brag, but I get some of this stuff for free since I work here. They're usually really expensive, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I got them for free. Just wanted to share that with you. It's really expensive.
Oh, so what kind? Is it like something that's cool and like badass, or something like cute?
Oh, yeah, it's so fucking badass. They're called ferrets. As far as this is basically EDC taken to the next level. Because everybody's always talking about carrying around fucking AR-15s and, conceal and carry pistols and shit. I don't even have to fucking carry around a gun. I don't need a license for this shit, except for my, off token or whatever. But, I just pop up in the app on my phone. I don't gotta load a magazine or turn the safety off or nothing. But I just fucking, I swipe up and I can tell these fucking ferrets to ice a dude. Not that I've ever had to, or really been in a situation where I needed to do that, but it's there if I need it. And really that's what's most comforting.
This is the post you've made 50 times on the Cointract Reddit, I can tell.
I've also got something called it's not as cool. It's called an ad zombie, but it's but the ferrets are really what it's about.
Well, the ad zombie is an investment. That's
right.
Business. It just makes you money.
I have a custom. It's passive income. That's what it's about. I have a custom loadout for the ad zombie, which I will make a separate post about. But really, right now, we're talking about the ferret.
So the ad zombie is not a name that marketing came up with, but it stuck.
Right. It was unfortunately a colloquialism that just kind of
because the original development wasn't for what they do now. The original development was for them to be walking billboards. Yeah. And they do walk around a bit like a zombie, but someone figured out you could take this rather large slug-like chimera and put a vending machine in it or on it. It's cybernetically wedded to it. It's it's uses a lot more cybernetics than any other coin tractor. And so just imagine a big slug thing with tentacle arms that goes around and has a big vending machine, and it sings at people with little chiptune ditties, and it is they're quite good salesmen of soft drinks like Sploink and Cougar Juice and other anything you can put in a vending machine you can sell.
Sploink was my idea, actually, the name for that.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Invader Zim. I know it's so old school, but huge fan of Invader Zim. And I always laugh whenever, they just their humor is so so next level.
Yeah. You actually have one is your ad zombie in this office building?
Oh yeah. It's actually in the main atrium. Mm-hmm. It is the only vending machine in the main atrium.
Yeah, you get a lot of business, actually. So, yeah.
Can I kill him? Can I kill this guy? Can I kill Septus Lawson?
Well, I mean, don't worry. There'll be plenty of opportunities for that. But this is still the morning. You have to live at least a little while longer. So your boss, a woman named Kristen Dawson, is the manager in charge of your division.
I'm super chummy with her because our last names sound kind of similar, and she hates it, I think.
Yeah, she, I forgot, did I give you any empathy?
You're a Redditor programmer. Of course I don't have empathy.
Yeah, as far as you could tell, yeah, she is...
We're best buds.
You definitely cannot see a look of contempt on her face every time she has to deal with you. She comes up to you as you're beginning to working or posting on Reddit. You get a notification. You've actually noticed as she's coming up, you see a bunch of alerts come up. Apparently, there's some sort of bug going on, and you're like, you totally spaced. You didn't notice it.
Ugh.
Yeah, but she's like, hey, Septus, can I borrow you for a minute for a special duty this morning? It'll take like an hour or two. We'll have to go to the conference room, but just take a laptop. Well, actually, no. Sorry, there is a laptop there for you, but you'll log in. I need you to help someone with something.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Dawson? What's up? You and me, we're the only ones here that are awesome. Awesome. Yeah. You get it?
That's very
no, totally I can help.
Yeah, okay. Well, sort of like an need to know basis. So I'll tell you in the conference room.
For sure. So probably don't talk about it on the board.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you cannot talk about it.
No DMs even?
No.
What if they're in the office?
No, you'll be helping someone not on our team. So
I see. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
She leads you to one of the conference rooms. You notice that the glass has been tinted to blackout mode. It's some of that smart glass that you push a button to go from clear to blackout.
Wow. Does the conference room have an obnoxious fucking name like at every tech company?
Oh yes, it does.
Thank God.
Yeah. It is
Tortuga.
Yeah, it's the Tortuga room. Yeah, there's a little carved wooden tortoise on the ceiling. Also a chandelier somehow. So, but there's another woman there, and you've seen her before for sure in some publicity videos for the island. She's apparently a big investor. So you do have contacts. So you can give me a contacts roll to see how much you know about this person.
Yeah, all right. Can I, just to show off a little bit about my character, can I use one of my stunts?
Okay, I mean, you have a pretty good contacts rating, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely have a good contacts rating. In fact, what I'm using instead of contacts is at the same level. But I'm just doing this to show off and be an asshole. So, can I use my stunt? I've read about that on Reddit. Uh,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I've read hundreds, if not thousands, of posts on Reddit. I can spend a
Uh-huh.
fate point to use lore in place of any other skill for one roll or exchange, provided you can justify having read about the action you're attempting.
Yeah.
So I'm using this to recognize the person. Presumably, I've read a post on Reddit, either like talking about them or like concerning who they are.
Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead and give me a roll.
Let me hit that roll, baby. That's gonna be a 2.
The 2 is enough. That is Dr. Chaos.
Oh, wow.
Which is there's a lot of Reddit posts speculating this is a pseudonym. But what is known about her is that she is a brilliant scholar, both in science and engineering, a pioneer. She apparently made several contributions to the design of the cybernetic interface that allows the Chimera to be controlled. But also, she is a major investor in Cointract. So she is actually one of the heavy hitters of the island. She is not a member of the board. And in fact, there's a lot of speculation about there's a lot of tension between certain members of the board of directors and the and Dr. Oss, because she provided some contributions, but you don't remember with a 2. You don't remember everything, but you do know you do recognize it's highly unusual for her to be here because this is like a secure environment, and this is the highest security stuff.
Yeah.
So, but your boss, Kristen, is like, I need you to. Dr. Oss here has volunteered to help optimize our interface software for the next firmware update, and we really need it done today because the party tonight is about the firmware being released, and we need you to help her get it done because I know you're great. You're very productive. You're a very good programmer. You're all really great devs, but like she has the secret sauce. We need to get it in today before noon, actually. So if you could just log in and help her answer questions about where to put the code in, that would be great. Okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Pog. I can do that for sure.
Yeah, that would be super poggers of you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, I don't know if that's workplace appropriate, but like, I guess it kind of doesn't matter because that's like, I don't believe in that stuff. Anyway, so nice to meet you. You might know about me. I EDC Everyday Cointract on the subreddit. My name is Septis Lawson. I don't really have a PhD, but you can call me Dr. Lawson because I'm like pretty studied up in this kind of shit. Excuse me, stuff.
Well, Dr. Oss just gives you just this brilliant smile. She says, well, of course, Dr. Lawson. I would love to have your insights on this. And I think I do remember your post. You had a ferret swarm, correct?
I do. Oh, man, those things are so epic. Like
they are very, very epic. I've been very intrigued by your post. But let's get this working, and once we get into compiling, we can talk a little bit about that.
Oh, I would love to. Do you mind if I put on like a Twitch stream while we do this? I like to watch a little bit of he's called Crip or Criparian. He does like Hearthstone streams. Hearthstone is like this card game by Blizzard.
Okay.
I love Blizzard. I've been playing WoW for since vanilla. I mean, really, I liked their vanilla WoW better. So I was really happy whenever they released the original like vanilla WoW.
So it sounds like you're helping Dr. Oss with whatever she wants.
I'm trying to find an in-character way to get your character killed the second we meet.
Oh no, you three are all friends.
Oh yeah.
You're all meeting for lunch.
God, what if I'm a character that's actually impressed by your everyday carry?
Jesus.
You are. Oh my god, are you a Reddit girl?
No, well,
no, she doesn't Reddit. She's just easily impressed by it.
I think Sammy is the kind of person who believes her net worth is based on her network.
Oh my god.
So, all right. So, yeah, if there's nothing else, if you just want to help her, then yeah, you don't have to make any more rolls. You're just helping her make some new updates to the firmware for the cybernetic interface.
Hell yeah. The entire time I have on like a separate laptop. No, I have the work we're doing on the laptop, and I have the Twitch stream on the big TV that's built into the conference room.
There sure is, and yeah, you have the Twitch up. She does ask you about your ferret swarm. She asks a lot of very specific questions about it. She's very interested in it. Yeah, so,
I of course just talk
in a way that's
openly
not
and freely.
concerning at all.
It's not concerning at all. So let's see here. All right, so that's your morning. Who wants to have their vignette next?
Top that.
I'm pretty sure that Hypatia wants to go next.
Okay, I will
All
go
right.
next.
Volunteer.
All right, Dr. Hypatia Sunstruck.
Yes.
Yeah, please tell us a little bit about your morning routine before you get to the secret lab, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. But yeah, what is Hypatia's morning? She probably lives in the neighborhood and then drives.
Yeah. So, based on the character sheet you gave me, I think she probably crawls out of bed very haggard looking at about 10 a.m.
Right.
Sometimes later.
You need to figure your stack out. You really got to figure that out. It'll help you so much. You should just try some acai.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure.
Just downs an entire can of cougar juice. Does not eat breakfast.
Okay.
Smacks the side of her head a couple times until her cyber eye kicks back on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then hey Ross, can I make up a problem for us in the actual campaign right now?
Please do, yeah.
Already?
Yes. So I think she has the first prototype of the project she's been working on, which is the military follow-up for the couriers.
Oh, Jesus.
So it is, rather than being a shoebill and a dog, it is more like, what if you put some kind of blackbird in a wolf?
Okay.
So it is very large and very smart.
Oh my god.
Oh, a corvid with a wolf. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be terrifying.
Right?
Yeah.
It's smart and knows about the ability to cause suffering to other creatures.
It sure does.
And how to hunt in a pack. Yeah.
And how to mimic, human sounds.
Let's not worry about this.
Why?
This doesn't exist. It can't hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you so much. I'll give you a fake point for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ideal. So she feeds that monstrosity, which I think hang on, I need to find a good name for this.
Does it know rudimentary human speech? Does it talk back to you?
Oh, absolutely it does.
Algernon.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Hungry. Thank you.
Is this
Itchy. Tasty.
outside? Now.
All right. So obviously I take him out to do his business. And then we get in the car, which obviously can pilot itself because...
Oh, yeah. I mean, traffic on the island is actually very manageable because
absolutely.
Not a lot of it. Everything's an electric vehicle. Yeah, everything's on the network.
And that's when she downs her second energy drink and then dozes off in the seat.
Okay.
Until she
drive
gets to the lab.
Yeah. So you work in the Hypatia works in the secret lab, which is
Yes.
the lab. There is a primary lab, which is on the northeast side of the island, near the VIP tower, where the nightclub is, and that's the one that they have the publicity and the photos of. But the secret lab is for those military contract, for all those things that they don't want to acknowledge to the public, at least yet. So. They also have holding cells for failed experiments. And recently there actually was an escape, but they figured out that the escapees are just staying in one place in the woods and not doing a whole lot. So it's deemed low priority right now because they think trying to capture them would cause them to run into the neighborhood or another populated area. So they're working on something that will just be able to knock them all out and only affect them, and then they can just get them in. So they're minor problems, but your management, your boss, by the way, is a Kenneth Thompson, and he assures you that it's fine. But today you also work with. Sort of a trustee of the secret lab, known as, most people call it the leftover. You call the leftover is a cyborg that was has part. Well, actually, give me a lore check to see how much you actually know about the leftover.
Yeah, what's my lore? Oh, okay. So you know that fate point you gave me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and
Already?
Well, you see, I rolled a -4, and my skill in lore is 4.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, -4 is worth re-rolling. So
Yeah. All right, that's much better. I get a 5.
all right. So you know everything about him. Basically, the leftover began as sort of a project to grant regenerative healing of taking various regenerative healing animals like oxalotls and give that ability to humans. A test subject who was in a coma, it seemed to work, but unfortunately it healed their memories, basically making them a blank slate. However, then a scientist, Dr. Luther Larson, died from an accident in the lab. But rather than let the corpse go to waste, the scientific team tried a brain transplant, theorizing the healing properties of the test subject were allowed to accept the new brain easily. The subject woke up with some of Dr. Larson's memories and most of his scientific knowledge. It was nicknamed the Leftover. Since then, the Leftover has implanted himself with spare cybernetic parts. He's been used as sort of a trustee. They don't really think of him as a human anymore, or as Dr. Larson, even though he insists he is. Sometimes you think that's just he's saying that to try to gain sympathy from others. Sometimes you're going, well, maybe it is Dr. Larson. It's kind of hard to say, but either way, he's staying in the lab. But you have to work with him. As we begin today, what are you working on? What kind of project is it? Is it administrative, testing, feeding the critters, as it were?
I definitely think she probably starts a day by feeding everything, because obviously this lab has a bunch of horrible biological monstrosities.
Mm-hmm. You actually notice that the maw is not there. The leftover comes and he's like, oh, it didn't escape. As you look at the empty cage of the maw, which is a very, very large cage. Oh, don't worry, that they shipped it out this before you got here. Actually could have used your help. It seems to like you more than other people, but they're shipping it out. It's apparently part of the show tonight at the club.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that email.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what did you say his actual name was?
Dr. Luther Larson.
Thanks for the heads up, Dr. Larson.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Starshark. Since I have you here, could you help me out a little bit?
Of course.
Well, could you talk to Kenneth, Dr. Thompson? I put in a request to transfer to the primary lab in the secure sector that's not available to the public. So it's essentially the same as here, and I think it would be better suited for my background and my skills. And Thompson didn't say no. He just said he would think about it. I think if one of my colleagues, like you, were able to say something about it, that would be very helpful.
Yeah, of course. I will go talk to him as soon as I've got everything fed.
Okay. Here, I'll help you with that.
I appreciate it. So I think that goes pretty quick with 2 sets of hands, and then I'll go talk to, did you say Dr. Thompson?
Yep, Dr.
Right.
Kenneth Thompson. And what do you hate most about Dr. Thompson? What annoys you the most about your boss?
Oh, he's very cheerful. And I am not a morning person.
Yeah, so you go to his office, he is doing paperwork, and he's like, "Hello, Dr. Sunstruck, how are you? You're up a little early. Good for you."
God.
Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night, so I figured I'd maybe try and make it in on time.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to, you could, we have plenty of doctors around here. We could have someone look at you if you're having sleep problems on a regular basis. There's,
I don't think that'll be strictly speaking necessary.
Well, your performance has always been about, your results speak for themselves. I shouldn't question, but I don't want you to burn out. It's hard. It would be hard to replace someone as talented as you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've already forgotten the leftover's actual name again.
Dr. Larson.
All right. I've written it down this time.
Okay.
Dr. Larson actually asked me to come talk to you. He said he'd been looking to get transferred to the primary lab.
He just, Dr. Thomas just looks at the big size. It would probably be better if we gave it a code name.
Oh God.
And, but everyone calls it the leftover. I call it the leftover. I think of it as the leftover, but it's probably better if we gave it an official designation. But it's really not helpful to refer to it as Dr. Lars. Dr. Larson died, and the residual memories and skills are very useful. But we had psychiatrists interview him at length, and you see, you got me doing it now. Brain scans, and it's a different entity, and it's definitely not human legally, and that's all that really matters.
But I find he's a lot more agreeable if you call him Dr. Larson.
Well, yeah, but it's agreeable, but then it's gonna, it's just not the policy. It's just, maybe after the firmware push out next week. The firmware push out's tonight. The big party. You're going though, right? It's pretty much mandatory for you, at least.
Yeah. Okay, I will be there. I need to show off my work.
Oh yeah, that would be great. That would get a lot of people buzz going. We could use that kind of buzz. Primary labs sucking all the oxygen in the room. Well, yeah. I haven't ruled it out yet. It's just, I think it's got to realize that even if it goes in secure, it has more space here anyway. Like, there's only one level of the primary lab that's secure that it could go in. And here we got like 5 levels. It's got a roam of the place within reason. It's just, we'd also need really, we'd have to get more security personnel. And God, we're saving so much money by not having it here instead of, a whole security team to manage things. Like, if the mall gets rambunctious, we can just throw the leftover at it. No matter what happens, it's not going to affect our budget that much.
I mean, the mall isn't even here anymore.
Well, it's coming back tonight after the party. It's just showing off. Do a couple tricks and come right back. It's coming right back. We haven't worked out all the kinks forever. It's not quite ready for a extended field test. That's why I want you there, because if it gets a little, like I said, rambunctious, I need you to be there to work your magic.
Of course.
Yeah. So I guess if you can figure out a way to give it other it's just the budget. It's just it saves us so much money. We'd have to have 6 people here. Yeah. I'll think about it, but you do a good job tonight, and I'll definitely weigh it in. I'm marking it right now that you're speaking out. That's good of you. You have a good rapport with these things.
Yeah. I do think it would be good for his mental state to maybe get out a bit more, even if it's only to a different lab.
Well, yeah, no, I already gave it outdoor time. There's we got to get rid of this biomass, so I gave it an excavator, and it's a big pit to get in. It hauls out. It's like exercise for it. Gets some sun. Yeah.
I think that's probably good for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Loves to dig a big pit. Yeah. Who doesn't want to dig a big pit? Throw biomass in there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You made your best pitch, and maybe. That's how your morning goes. Because you don't have a whole lot of time. You need to get to lunch pretty soon. You're
yep.
Get hungry.
Rolling at 10 a.m. Probably closer to 11.
Lunch is at noon. You got to get all the way to the office park for lunch. It's where the cafe is. Yeah.
I work late usually. It's fine.
So our third vignette is for Samantha Sammy Carlson. You're assistant to Abraham Tucker, an executive with corporate Cointract DAO. So Sammy, tell us about your morning routine.
So Sammy went to bed at 4 a.m. for sure. And so now she's getting up at like 6:30, and then she hits the treadmill, for a quick 30-minute warm up because it's better than coffee. But then she does have a coffee, like she gets a heart attack. It's like 4 shots of espresso. You fill the rest up with coffee, and a Monster, just to take the edge off. And then she wolfs down a prepackaged like kale salad. And like a handful of vitamins. And then she's like already like logging into her Slack and, like sending out the daily messages. And then she's got her schedule up. She's got, who's she assistant to again?
Abraham Tucker.
Abraham Tucker. I'm going to write that down. Abraham. So she's already got Tuck. Everybody he likes to be called Tuck. She always got Tuck's schedule up, and so like she's pressing the buttons on his like remote activated like home shit because he thinks it's automatic, but it's not because they didn't sign up for that. So she's the one that like has to like signal the robot to like drop the needle on the relaxing music that wakes him up in the morning and start the like coffee thing. And it's like,
oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What division is Tuck in? Is he does he oversee like product development, marketing, finance, like something like that?
Probably marketing. So he's like huge into like image focus. So like there was a while where he was like really dedicated to green technologies and making green crypto. And so like the effects of that have been like felt today, where like she still hates the taste of like the cardboard straws and shit. Like the like plant matter based straws or whatever that don't work properly, and like they have a failed solar project like somewhere in the office that like didn't go anywhere, and like Tuck has completely forgotten about it, but like it's still like eating up office space. There's like a whole like room they can't use anymore.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely like the kind of dude who has like artfully messy man bun, and then like shaggy but incredibly deliberately coiffed beard. And like he's got monogrammed polos, but he thinks of himself as like, like a not a straight lace, like laid back kind of guy.
Oh yeah, very very West Coast oblivious kind of like. Yeah, I could see that.
The thing I like about Cointract is like we're really helping people here. You know what? Like, and
Yep.
we need to make sure that's in our
Oh
brand.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Tuck really is a fast rising star in Cointract because it was his idea to use underwater wave power for power generation. So the power plant mostly relies on waves, which are the technology is not quite as efficient as like solar in Southeast Asia. I mean yeah. So like solar is really cheap and abundant here, but no, we'll use underwater waves, and it's fine. You did have to install a backup diesel generator for those times when the grid can't quite make it, which is so you have to import diesel on the regular. But don't worry about it; it's fine.
And he didn't like cut any corners on the licensing and like buying branded parts, but like did cut corners on maintenance personnel. Because like we really don't need that many techs, right? Like it's waves. How often can it break down?
Mm-hmm.
The ocean doesn't break.
Yeah. So, what's on schedule for this morning? It's probably more meetings, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, but he's got like yoga and tai chi like for an hour because he has to really center himself. And she thinks that like Sammy thinks that's really important because like you got to like really center yourself and get your head in the game to avoid burnout. And she doesn't really have time for that because she's like really busy, and she's like, she's got to make the sacrifice for the team because she's a team player because there's no I in team.
Oh my god.
So like,
holy shit.
yeah,
Sammy's
it's
gonna
just the
die.
Mondays. It's just the Mondays. She's got a little bit of a sniffle. It's probably
Oh well, this is a
fine.
Friday because tonight's the big party, like and the big firmware update.
Yeah, she's just a little tired from it being the Mondays. Haha, they last all week. Definitely
Sammy's
not
gonna-
burnt out. I'm living my best life.
Yeah, so you're waiting on Tuck as he's doing Tai Chi.
Oh my god.
And so you have to be there with the water bottle and the towel as soon as he gets out. Otherwise,
Right,
he loses his focus for the rest of the day.
Yeah, he doesn't like to be sweaty.
No, he doesn't. So you're waiting to do the handoff. It's very important that you get the timing right. But he's in the middle of your routine, so you got 15 minutes of just waiting. When you hear someone in heels approaching you, and you look and you can see it's Carolyn Nichols, who is another rising star in Cointract, and she is in the finance division. But yeah, she is a serious and ambitious executive. You know that much. And she's walking by, and she sees you. She's like, "Oh, hello, Sammy. How are you?"
Hey, nice to see you. Oh my gosh. That mixer we had, and she has this like categorically memorized. Last Thursday was so incredible. I remember we talked about, and she has this written down in a note somewhere, like fourth term quarterlies and how you killed it on that report. Anyway, how are you doing, love?
Oh, just great. You can give me an empathy check.
Okay. I'm definitely good at this.
You do have some points in it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at my sheet right here, and I have vicious rumors. I should do that soon. All right, so it's a 1 plus my empathy, so that's a 3.
Okay. You recognize Caroline is not the kind of person who would even acknowledge that you exist normally. So to know your name and to look you in the eyes, she wants something from you. This is very unusual and very serious.
I'm milking this because this is the only time I can feel powerful.
So I noticed Tuck is really focused on his health, and that's great. I assume you are both going to be at the party tonight.
Yeah. Like we like to get a nice start to the day, because the healthy lifestyle is important. I mean, I'm sure you get a lot of that over in marketing. I know you guys work so hard, or not marketing, finance. I know you guys work so hard.
Yes, we do. And in fact, I was talking to Tuck the other day, and he showed me something on his phone, but a phone number that I need. Can you just let me have his phone for a second?
Okay.
Yeah, this is obviously like Tuck has explicitly told you never to give his phone to anyone else.
I'm gonna try and wring some kind of favor out of her.
Okay.
And be like, hey, yeah, I'd be happy to give it to you, but we know quarterlies is like coming up, and I know you hate having to think about quarterlies because you have to do staff reviews too, and um, so this one in particular goes over Tuck's head because it's my performance in the DAO and not like with just Tuck himself. And so I've been thinking that it might be nice if I have a raise and, having, assistant director of finance signing off on that would be really helpful just to expedite things because like it's basically a formality at this point. So yeah, if you could just send me a little note on this document that I've just flicked over to your phone, then like yeah, I'm sure that I could get Tuck's permission to have you
Oh, sure.
look at his phone for a sec.
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't tell Tuck.
Oh, I won't bother. I'll ask for permission. It's always better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Well, she takes her phone out and types something in and flicks it back to you. And it's a 500% increase in your salary.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is so important. Here, here's the passcode and 4 minutes because Tuck's going to be out soon, and he doesn't like to be sweaty.
Okay. So she unlocks his phone and plugs something into it. And you can see some sort of app is installing on it. And
can I use some? Yeah, can I use Deceive to see if I can get like I might not understand the technicals, but can I kind of get the gist of like what this app might do?
Let's take a look.
Like just kind of looking over her shoulder.
Yeah. Well, Deceive is resources.
Resources?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do resources. That's just a +1.
Okay. So with that, you recognize that's clearly malware. Or spyware. Like that is something installing. This is definitely like high corporate intrigue going on.
Okay. I do not give a shit about protecting Tuck because this is she's gonna very discreetly like snap a pic of this so that she can blackmail this exec later.
That would be Deceived to
Yeah, let me hit that one. That's easy. That's a 4.
All right, that will be opposed by her notice of 2. Again, you would. So yeah, she only got a 3 total. So yeah, she does not notice that as she's intently focused on installing the spyware. So yeah, now you have blackmail over Carolyn.
Yeah, ambitious corporate Heimer is my high concept. So
yeah. So yeah, you have a chip that you can cash in at some point. So you use it as you may. So yeah, the Tuck comes back. Carolyn is gone, and he is quite sweaty. And you've never seen anyone work up quite as much sweat doing Tai Chi, but somehow he's able to pull that off. Yeah.
She gives him like the towel and the thing, and like she's like already launched into like a schedule for the day, and she's like, yeah, and we got to get you down to the tailor because they have that new fit you're supposed to be rocking at the party tonight.
Oh, great! That's poggers. That's the newest word, right?
Oh yeah, all the kids are saying pog these days. You're totally gonna look so hip at the party.
Great. That's what I want. We got to synergize with the Zoomers. We got to show solid intergenerational solidarity.
I think your chi is really flowing in the right direction on this.
Thank you. I was really focusing on that today.
Yeah, no, I can tell. Like your aura is radiating.
That actually means a lot. I mean, if anyone knows about aura on this island, it's you. I mean, it's me, but then it's you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I learned everything I know about auras from you, so
yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Stick with me. You'll be commanding your own division pretty soon. But yeah, we got a big day. Got a big event. We got to make sure. Make a call and see how the mall's doing. That's our big showstopper. We got to make sure that's. I think. Call the DJ. Well, whatever his name is. Anyways, make sure.
Yeah, Sir Crypto's a lot isn't going to be able to make it. So I booked a backup act. I know it's not your favorite; it's your second favorite, but everybody's got to make a little sacrifices. I'm so sorry, Doc.
Okay. Okay. Well, you adaptability and perseverance. That those are key qualities. Put those in my book. Quotes for the book. Yeah. So,
Right, I got to write down all here. It's all here, Tuck.
okay, good. Because once I get to 10,000 words, that's that. We got to make that. We got to send that out to the publisher. It's going to be business seller, New York Times. For sure.
Absolutely. And in fact, your editor is going to be at the party tonight. I'm sure you're going to have a lot to talk about this future bestseller.
Yeah, that's great. All right. So upward and onwards. That's your morning. Tuck is going in for a business lunch for some kombucha and cigars. So you have time to go get lunch with your friends.
Kombucha and cigars?
Yeah.
It's disgusting,
Oh my
but
God.
none of them know it's disgusting. They think like the earthy taste is something you have to lean into.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Kombucha and cigars. I hate this, man.
So this kombucha was actually with the tea leaves in the starter. We used a little bit of the same tobacco that is in this cigar we're smoking right now.
God.
Some of the they've obviously made it incredibly shitty, so some of the kombucha has congealed. It's not supposed to do that.
I really hate that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's very horrible. The three of you are meeting at a cafe in the office park that actually serves normal food. You all three somehow are friends. Maybe you see each other as stepping stones for your own career. Maybe you actually have enough shared interests that you want to do that. So all of you meet up for lunch, and so you can talk to each other and also figure out what you're going to do for the rest of the day. Go back to work, socialize. I mean, it's a Friday. You can take off if you want to, or do you want to do something else? So who gets there first?
Tammy, probably.
All right. Yep, Septus, you're there first. What kind of food does this place serve?
This place I actually recommended because it's like a Cointract special. It's like one of those places that does acai bowls, but they've taken it a step above. If you tell them your stack, they'll actually put it in your bowl for you, which is, I mean, that's a first. You can't get that in fucking San Francisco, am I right?
Yeah, it's true, you can't.
There might be legal reasons for that, maybe.
Yeah, Cointract Island doesn't have nearly as many laws about drug use as the pretty much any other country. You're there first. Who gets there next?
I think Sammy probably comes in, and she probably just tells them to just throw one of everything in the bowl, because this is going to be her major meal for the day. And she definitely does not have an eating disorder. She's just prioritizing fueling at appropriate times.
Okay, Sammy. Okay.
And then finally, let's see here. Dr. Starstruck shows up.
Sunstruck.
Sunstruck, sorry. And Dr. Sunstruck, you had the farthest to go. You were in the secret lab all the way out in the western shores of the island, northwestern shores.
I've decided that her horrible abomination is named Palamides, and he is with her.
Okay. At this point, pretty much nobody bats an eye at any sort of odd creature on the island. There are quite a few one-off experiments, after the pug apes, everyone kind of okay, this is
life now.
Yeah,
the project has progressed further, but she has kept the first prototype for herself, and she's just going to ask for all of the worst ingredients that do not go together in her bowl.
Yeah, cookie dough and anchovies.
Yep. You brought your own marshmallows, mini marshmallows to put in those.
So did you say your dog's name was Palamides?
Palamides.
Palamides. All right, I call him Pal.
That's fair. She's also feeding him some of the anchovies that have been in her bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dr. Sunstruck, what topic of conversation do you bring up at lunch?
I think I'm going to complain about my boss. Fucking Dr. Thompson. I hate that man. He's too cheerful. How do people operate this early in the morning?
Well,
It's
if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life because you are
yeah,
immersed
yeah,
in the aura of your surroundings.
yeah, exactly. I don't know about that aura shit. I don't believe in that, but I will say, like, if you love I love my job, because like, I get to watch Twitch while I work. We have alcohol breaks. Um, there's a gaming console that they've got in there, PS5 too, which is, that's awesome. Um,
I
they,
can't believe they made a sequel to the PS5.
yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. And
You really shouldn't be
anyway,
staring at screens for that long because it'll like hurt your eyes and that'll like make you more tired. And if you're tired, then you can't get your daily grind in, and then you're just going to be falling behind on everything, and that's how you get burnout.
no, no. So see, totally, I agree. So you see these glasses that I'm wearing? These are actually, they're not prescription. These are Gunnar
Oh my god.
glasses. They're
Oh
for
no.
they're looking at screens. It's also, look here, look. So if you want to like put the glasses on, I invade your personal space and put the glasses on you. So we actually bought the failed Google Glass prototype, off of Google, and I've been kind of working on it as my pet project. So yeah, that's a HUD in there. It is controlled by app right now. So here, let me put on some. I'm gonna put on some Tyler One. He's a really good streamer, and there you go.
What's this
You are.
presentation mode? It
Oh,
has overlaid everyone's underwear.
don't worry about that. I was just testing that. Here, let me have my glasses back. I was just testing that. That was a test. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
You don't
listen.
use that
So,
when like we're around, right?
huh? No, no, no. Come on, I
Okay.
respect women. I'm subscribed.
Right.
I'm subscribed to r slash incel
Hmm.
tiers. Okay, I respect women.
Okay.
Hmm. Definitely.
I mean, you two are like the only girls I know. So like, I want to be nice.
You respond to that. You respond to that with a topic change. So, do y'all know if the Maw is like gonna be like good to go tonight? Because like, Tuck's gonna be have to one that present that. That's like since he's in marketing and everything, and like I heard some complaints about the food supply. Like, do we actually
Um.
like gotta feed it like on stage or like?
Well, that's part of the demonstration.
Yeah, it's just that's really icky.
Like,
Well, yeah, but it shows off how efficient of a hunter it is.
I'm pretty stoked. I have So like, I work the back end or whatever. I was hammering some of that out with this pretty cool gal. We hit it off really well. We talked about Hearthstone for a while. Um, but whenever they do that, I'm so stoked. It's gonna be fucking epic to watch them feed it some fucking, like, Ross. What are they feeding it?
I was thinking like a big like roast pig,
Okay.
like luau style.
Okay. Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's been some concern that it's not going to be kosher, so I'm wondering if we can change it to a cow. Like, is that going to be okay? Like, does that mess with its internals any, or like?
No, we
Oh,
can.
a cow would be fucking so cool because, like I said, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna get my drone up in here. Hold on, I have it in my backpack. I pull out my backpack, which I carry with me everywhere. It's actually, so this backpack is #1 reviewed on Carryology.
Oh,
It's
that's
more
the
of a
Septima 31, right?
yeah. So see, this is why we hang out because you know this shit. You're cool. You're actually like you're really cool for a girl. Um, and anyway, so here's this drone that I have, and I turn the drone on and start filming. I'm going to use this to record the mob when it eats the pig or the cow. If it eats a cow, that would be awesome because that's bigger than a pig.
I think.
Yeah, they're like
I
a
think you could
lot
probably
bigger,
eat a cow.
I think.
Dr.
Um,
Sunstruck, you know that cows are like exponentially more expensive on the island.
Oh
Because
yeah.
so that's like there's no budget for a cow. Like, a cow
Yeah, but I
costs
don't-
like
I-
six figures on the island.
I don't want to dash my friend's hopes.
Okay, well, you
Hold on, why
know
is it-
that's... Yeah.
Never mind. Of course, this would be a problem for Cointract Island.
Yeah, they don't. They had space for a farm for one animal type. Like, they didn't have room for both.
Yeah, I normally we feed it manufactured food, but honestly, I think they can subsist on most types of meat. Or, well, the maw can anyway. She pets calamities.
Oh, hey, pal. Can you, I pull out my phone. Can you say something? I want to make a video for Reddit.
I think calamities just says something.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. Oh my god.
He's so articulate. He's just like a little man. I love him.
This is gonna get Reddit gold for sure.
He will walk up and place one of his large bird talons just on fucking Sammy's arm, the way that dogs do.
Oh wow, bring me dinner first. So, you all got like your tickets to the party and stuff. Like, it's gonna be okay because, like, I can pull some strings. Like, I don't really want to have to cash in all my favors, but like, like,
Oh,
if you want like
yeah.
your drinks comped, like, I can get wristbands.
Oh,
I'm
I
sick.
appreciate that, but like, I mean, I get paid a lot at my job, and they give me a lot of free stuff too. So I don't really need to, if either of you need tickets bought for you, like ladies first and all that kind of mentality, I can like buy you some or pay for drinks or whatever. You just let me know because I get paid a lot at my job.
I'm actually working the event.
You're
But,
working?
Yeah.
You're working the party?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What did you
The
do
maw
in
is my
college?
project. I have to be there for tech support.
God, can't you just like make somebody else do it? That's what I do.
No, it just between you and me, it doesn't really listen to anyone else.
I mean, I guess. All right.
So one lunch is winding down. You'll all have to split up. Well, I mean, that's the thing, actually. What do each of you can go back to work? You either be a good worker or snoop around and gain more info. You could socialize, try and get better seating in like the VIP section. Get them wristbands for the VIP section, or do you want to do something else? And this will be handled quickly, and then we'll get to the nightclub. And I put a link in the channel is a very rough map of the nightclub and like how it's developed, which may be relevant in a little bit. So, Dr. Sunstruck, what do you want to spend the rest of the afternoon doing?
I think because she's helping with the show, she isn't required to do any further lab duties for the day.
Yeah.
So she's gonna head up there early to
All right.
get the lay of the land, make sure the maw is good, and help set everything up.
Very good. Yeah, that works perfectly. Let's see here. Septus. What is Septus going to do?
So there's this particularly hard jump that I've been working on because I have like a parkour route that I'm kind of like I do it like on my lunch break, which is like 2 hours.
Of course.
That I've been working on, and I'm just practicing that little bit of parkour stretch.
Okay. Yeah.
And I film it with my GoPro.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
An athletic. All right.
I hope
see
you
what you're
fail
doing
this.
here.
I hope you fail this so hard. Get a -4. Fall on your goddamn face.
Hope I die too. Damn it! I'm good at parkour.
Yeah, and you get your hardcore parkour bonus, so you actually.
So I get a 4. I get a 6.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Parkour.
Yeah, you feel great. You.
I'm top of my game today. Adrenaline is pumping.
Mhm.
I post that. I fucking post that, but also like I use the bottom of my shirt to wipe the sweat off of my forehead so that you can like kind of see my like not quite 6-pack, but like 2-pack.
Yeah, it's getting.
This is why you get your stack in order.
Yeah. This is
operate at peak performance.
Yeah, I like grab the GoPro, stare into it. This is the kind of stuff you can do when you get your shit in order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, Reddit. Lawyer up, hit the gym. Delete Facebook.
Oh my god. Hold his arms, you say.
You did this, Ross. You gave me the fucking Redditor prompt.
I know.
All right.
And you're
sure.
really leaning into it. It's really, I mean, you know, you always see that horror movie or that horror novel about characters that you just want to see die. Like, yeah, well, yeah. I wanted to give at least a little bit of opportunity for that. So, Sammy, what are you doing for the?
Her trouble is she actually believes in the grind set. So, like, she goes immediately and instantly back to work. She cuts her own lunch break because, like, Tuck cannot survive without her. Right? Like, she's got to be, like, on that.
Yeah, you gotta help Tuck until you can jump onto someone else.
Yeah, she's gotta ride those coattails until she can blackmail somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, all right, I'll give you a fave point for that. As you stick to the grind set, Sigma performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm outside the hierarchy. I'm necessary. I like one of those like symbiotic like bug things, but like way cooler than a bug, like a symbiotic ferret or something. I think we actually make those.
We call that a Sigma female.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
It's true. Let's see here.
There's nothing worse than being called a female by a Redditor.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me. I love you, honey.
Septis, I just want to ask, do you have a fedora?
Not only do I have a fedora, I'm subscribed to r/transgonewild.
Oh, no.
God.
So...
Thank you for giving me this weapon with which to hurt all of you.
I hope that his is the environmental storytelling body we find later.
God, yeah.
Whatever happens is definitely something your campaign characters are going to are definitely going to at least encounter the Courier 2.0. I'll tell you that much.
My goal is to cause problems for us in the future.
You're already doing it. Yeah.
So Hypatia, you get to the Coin Club first. So this is like a legit it's not quite skyscraper, but like the building itself is like we'll say like 15 stories tall. It's the tallest building on the island by far. But like the first like 3 floors are taken up by the nightclub. That's like, so basically the rest of it is like some business and conference stuff and some some rooms, accommodations. But then like the penthouse is like for the VIPs, like the board of directors of Cointract and the people who plunked billions of dollars to make this happen. So you've never been up there, but you've been in the nightclub before. And the Coin Club is the gaudy, gold-tinted, gold-plated, and fake diamonds as far as the eye can see. You can see that the music act is setting up. It's DJ Stonk Marky Market. It is you've listened to his music before. It is the worst type of EDM you can imagine. It is Skrillex, but worse somehow.
You've heard of math rock? This is blockchain music.
God.
Blockchain techno. Yeah, exactly.
We are block off the chain. You know, there's some other incredibly stupid phrase. You know what? We'll workshop it.
What
so
DJ Marky Markup does is he's actually found a way to transform the electronic signals of coin mining into music.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
It's called like a flashbang. Like you go in there, it's just like everything's reflective and gaudy, and they turn on one light and it's just boom.
Yeah, it is disorienting. You can see that the maw is in the green room that's been specially modified to accommodate it. But you can see that they have some other coin tractors as acts. You can see there's a team of people with live software to coordinate ferret swarms that are trained to carry drinks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sure, that's gonna go great.
Uh-huh. And there's couriers with modified serving trays, packet, harnesses, so they can carry hors d'oeuvres. It seems like they're double checking the stage for weight, for dancing ad zombies, to make sure it can support that weight. So that there's a lot of setup going on. But yeah. You can just give me a lore check to make sure everything's on the up and up.
Yeah. That's 6.
Okay. Yeah. Everything is running optimally. Like all the software is working. You can't really find anything wrong. Yeah. Even the mall. You don't know how the mall's going to react to our crowds, but he's going to be lightly sedated, so he's not going to be operating at tip-top speed, which is probably good because he can go very fast when it wants to. Yeah, so it is.
Gonna go check on the ma, make sure it's good. Make sure it knows it's getting dinner soon.
Yeah, so there's a team of people there with it, and it kind of notices you. So the maw is a massive snake, several meters in diameter, and like the length of a bus, that has been modified so it has like a face of an octopus. So it has a bunch of face tentacles to pull prey into it, and also has the optical camouflage of an octopus. It can actually change color. So right now it is matching the green room, which means it's pretty. It's pretty calm, pretty like not wanting to be it. Yeah, it's more not hostile or withdrawn, but kind of this is a new environment. I'm not quite sure about it, kind of vibe. So yeah, it's curled up in on itself. So yeah, it seems fine. And the team of 3, they've worked with it before. They're sort of like your understudies, not interns, but they work under you. But they aren't quite as dedicated as you are, or as fearless as you are. Yeah,
because she will just walk up and pet it.
Yeah. Yeah, the skin, when you touch it, its skin, the scales react to you and changes color to show a little warm spot. And the side, you see your handprint in its skin.
Aww.
So that's a gesture that you've taken to interpret that it recognizes and acknowledges you, because it doesn't do when other people touch it, just you. So Calamities waits outside. They do not like each other.
No.
So everything's going fine. So there's nothing you can see that's going wrong.
Excellent.
Yeah. So the big night, the time comes. It is now 8:00. Guests are being let in, and Sammy, you're obviously let in with not the first. The CEO is first. Wickus von Blurk is the CEO of Cointract.
I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah, that's how you spell that, by the way.
I let myself in a little bit earlier, because I went to go grill the bartenders. Because I know that Tuck's favorite bartender, Felicia, is out on some surgery or something.
Oh my god!
And so, people need to be 110% today. Okay, of all days, you're supposed to give 110% every day, but you need 110% of 110%. You need to go up to 230% tonight. All the time.
Yeah, you can give me a rapport check to really drive it in.
That'll be a 3.
Okay, with a 3, yeah, they're like, well, yeah, you can tell that they're a little jealous of Felicia. She does get a lot of attention.
Channel Felicia. Channel Felicia. Are you channeling her? Are you feeling the shape of her aura? Imagine her color. Hold that in your mind. Okay.
So yeah, they're quite motivated. They definitely have a bunch of they're eager to get some big tips. But Vickis von Blurk gives a short speech saying he's very excited by everyone's hard work. Thank you so much. We were very with our the release of our 2.0 firmware. We're going to have a lot of great new features. The details will be inside, but I want to know this is just the beginning for Cointract Island. With this, we'll be able to start reaching out to the wider world and let the entire world know what we're capable of, and we're that much closer to being able to export Cointractors to the outside market, which is our real goal, to be the world's leader and only source of Cointractor. Cybernetic life form technology interlinked together will create it'll be a new paradigm shift. This is bigger than this is bigger than the internet, this is bigger than social media, this is bigger than the telephone, than television, than the internal combustion engine. This will be the technology of the next 1,000 years, and it's beginning tonight with this update. Thank you. Yeah, Vickis von Blurk, his parents own some kind of mines in South Africa, and but he's a self-made man. And,
with a small loan of only $4 million.
He's been really trying to sweep under the rug lately that things have not been going so great with the pop star, that he had a fling, though it was a marriage. It did not end well.
No, it did not. One of 24 alleged children. Yeah, people lost count, but he's very rich, and people say he's very smart. So yeah,
it must be.
He must be.
Obviously, it must be true.
Mm-hmm. So so Sammy's already in, and Hypatia's already in. So eventually, you're allowed in, Septus. Before the masses, but there's a lot of people in there. But
right.
Yeah. So yeah, there are ferret swarms carrying drinks. There you can use a phone to order a drink and have a ferret swarm deliver it to you. Hors d'oeuvres are just being carried around by couriers. The Mark Ones, the with the shoebill pelican head and dog's body. But there are dancing ad zombies as the opening act. They have light shows, and they're dancing in sync. It's like that. Remember that one dance from that one episode of that anime about the sad god? Yeah, it's like that. They're referencing
this is
that
like if Left Shark was trying to sell you a Boss coffee.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And there is a bit of concern. The stage does creak under the combined weight of 3 ad zombies, because again, they have vending machines and an indeterminate amount of biomass in there. But finally, and so I guess do all 3 of you meet up, or are you all in your? What are you doing at the party as it is going on? Septus, what are you doing?
I'm getting some sick flyover shots with my drone for my Reddit account.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're totally focused on that. So you're like in a corner booth near the bar. You're at the bar, like sitting down, like up at the bar.
Yeah. I'm supposed to meet. God, what am I drinking? I'm drinking an IPA, obviously.
Oh yeah. They have microbreweries on the island. Yeah.
Oh my god. I hate it. Yeah, I'm drinking some kind of shitty fucking IPA.
It's Diamond Hands, ultra hazy IPA.
Yeah, I was gonna say they call it like the beer chain or something stupid like that.
Oh, that's the name of the brewery, the beer chain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're sipping an IPA and watching the. Where you say you were supposed to meet someone?
I totally out of my mind now. Okay. But yeah, I'm sipping the beer chain.
Sammy, what about you?
I'm probably getting like Tuck ready for his whole like thing, because like he's gonna be like the one like being up there to present the maw, even though he like obviously is not anyone involved in any of the staff of the creation of the maw. He's just like the guy that looks really good on posters. Mm-hmm. So like we're like fussing with his outfit and like like just touching up his makeup. And
yeah, he's totally focused on his performance. He's like, do I go Steve Jobs, or is this more playful? Is this like Iron Man talking shit?
Oh my God.
Is this I am Iron Man, or is this like Steve
Oh,
Jobs?
this is definitely Iron Man. This is definitely Iron Man. You're changing the world, baby.
Yeah. But like playful, but like like a little.
He's like hand sorting M&Ms because Tuck will only eat the green ones.
Oh my God.
They just have a feminine energy that really like cleanses his chakras.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Tuck is legitimately able to tell them without looking at them. You've handed him a blue M&M, and he's like, no, this is wrong, without looking at it. Like he just knows. He always knows. But yeah, so he's rehearsing the speech. So you're in the green rooms near the mall. I assume you're also near in the green room area there, Hypatia.
I think she ducked out to the bar for a little bit, but has come back with because this is obviously still the only place you can get Four Loko that still has caffeine in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and she needed something to steady her nerves.
They brought it back because it's legal here.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and they sell NFT tokens of it as well.
That was our slogan for a while. It's legal here, but then due to legal complications, we did have to change it.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's where all of you are. But one last question. Septus, did you bring your own Ferret Swarm?
Yeah. Just so that they could like network. I don't actually know if they do that, but get some playtime. I'm not like a bad owner of these guys.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just letting them running about.
Yeah, they're just kind of running around unsupervised. Okay. They're pretty good at supervising themselves.
Yeah, they are. They're incredibly good at dodging under feet. Like it would be very hard to even in a crowded dance floor. They are like inhumanly capable of dodging feet. They're quite safe here. The opening act ends, and then it's like, ladies and gentlemen, people of Cointract Island, I want to thank you all for showing up, and here is Abraham Tucker to announce to make an announcement. So Abraham steps out on the stage, and I would he speaks for a little bit. Says, before I get into the details, I want to show off a new Cointractor for the Cointract family, and the curtains flow well, and then the curtains open up, and then nothing comes out, and he's like, huh. And then the maw just makes itself visible. It was already on stage, and it takes up a large majority of it. So the fact of it decloaking itself causes the audience to gasp as there's, an enormous fucking tentacle-faced snake in the in the club.
That's my boy. He's got such a penchant for drama.
So a pig on a steak, roasted pig on a steak, is lowered from the ceiling.
I am already writing the apology letters.
And it expertly grabs it. It surrounds it with its tentacles, and there's just the steak left that was holding it up. Like there's not a bone or a bit of gristle left of it, and the crowd cheers. Thank you. This is the Maw. Unsurprisingly, it's going to be our ultimate in security and home defense for large estates and industrial facilities. It will be
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So and so with our new firmware, we'll be able to run even more efficiently now, because previously with our 1.0 and the 1.5, we were limited in the physical size and abilities of the Cointractor because we couldn't add too much cybernetics to the creature. That would too much computational power would physically weigh down the creature and have excessive power requirements. But now we've quadrupled efficiency. And we've been able to, so we can control a much larger creature with the same amount of cybernetics per scaling biomass. We've also improved enhanced sensor recognition and improved performance on all contractors and social media plugins. So your Cointractor will be able to post to your social media accounts. Do you want your courier to post photos of what it sees every day, or the smiling faces of the customers of your ad zombie. This is now possible. They'll be able to post directly to social media once you authenticate it. In fact, look.
Fuck
Here,
it, make phone calls.
Yeah, and look, see, the mall's already set up its own Twitter account, and and you there's a screen showing the mall at the mall, Cointract Island, and it shows the POV of the mall looking at the crowd, and it just consuming the pig. So with that, let's and as a third special surprise announcement, Update 2.0 is going live as of 5 seconds ago. All of your Cointractors should be updating their firmware right now. And people are like, now this is news to all of you. You didn't know this was going to be going live during the event. In fact, Hypatia, that doesn't, that seems a
That's
little...
extremely bad.
Surely there's nothing wrong with every single auth token updating simultaneously on a network that can definitely handle that traffic.
So Hypatia, you get a ping on your phone. You know, what is the mall on your phone called? Is it just the mall 01 or do you, big boy?
I think it's just called Noodle.
Noodle.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Noodle NFT unlinked, re-authenticate to affirm control. Control lost.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that's fine.
Septus, you get a ping on your phone. What's your nickname for your Ferret Swarm on your phone?
Oh god. The boys.
The boys. Please relink the boys NFT authentication control token. Re-authenticate. Control lost. Ferrets uncontrolled. Warning. And each of you, what is your next immediate action for each of you? So Septus, what is your immediate reaction to getting this news?
So first I'm going to try and, obviously re-authenticate.
Okay. Give me a crafts check.
All right. I'm good at crafts, actually. So that's going to be a 3.
Okay. With a 3, you realize you can't, and that's not because the network is congested. That's because it no longer allows it to be. It's been broken. You don't know if it something fucked up on the update or if it's sabotage, but it is now impossible to authenticate control over it.
Oh, that's probably bad.
Yeah, and you also realize this has happened to every single Cointractor that receives the update is going to be uncontrolled. It's going to be able to act on their own instincts now. They're not going to be the cybernetic interfaces are just going to go dormant.
Okay. So
well, that's
right.
your first action. So, Hypatia, what is your immediate reaction? You just looked down your phone and you saw that message. What do you do next?
Well, shit. That's extremely bad. Fuck. She's gonna shout an order to Calamities to get out. And then she's going to attempt to grab Sammy, who I believe was still in the same room, and just say, we need to get out now.
No, she was in the VIP section, I think. You're in the backstage.
I thought you said she was in the green room.
I was in the green room because I was helping Tuck get ready for his speech.
You're right. Okay, yeah. So you can head over. That's right. Sorry. Yeah.
And then I would also like to spend a fate point here to declare something.
Okay.
Which is that Calamities never got the cybernetic implants. He is just classically trained.
Oh, okay, yeah. I would allow that. Yeah. So yeah, he has a housing for the cybernetic implant, but like nothing in there. So like
yes,
yeah. All right. So yeah,
because he is the first prototype.
Yeah. I would like to say that he does actually like have the cybernetic implant. It's just like the control software isn't on, but he does have a Twitter account.
Yes, he has a Twitter account. He can
He did
access
demo
it. It's
that to
just
show it would be possible.
I've disabled the control software on it.
Okay, all right, yeah, you jailbroke your courier.
Yes,
Your
I jailbroke my awful, horrible abomination.
Okay, yeah. You spend a fate point. Yeah, that's a good declaration. All right, so you start heading over to Sammy. In fact, you can see. You're backstage watching Tuck say that, and so Sammy, you don't have a Cointractor, so you don't get notified automatically. You can give me an empathy check, or a notice check, whatever, sire. I think.
Does this character actually have notice? No. I'm so excited to finally make a notice check in this entire campaign. Hey, no, that's a 1.
Okay. The mall's looking really weird. It's looking back at Tuck. That's odd. So how do you react to that?
It just ate a pig, so what's the worst that could happen, right?
Okay.
Tuck's in his moment right now. He's living it up on stage. She doesn't even think anything's wrong when Hypatia grabs her and he's like, "Why? What's going on? I gotta film Tuck. We gotta tweet this later. This is gonna be really good for optics."
Oh my god!
All right, that's when the screaming starts. So there's screaming coming from the dance floor. So yeah, we're just gonna do this round by round. There's screaming in the dance floor. Septus, what is your action this round?
I'm trying to. Okay. All right. I think for all his Redditing or whatever, all the weirdness that I've played up so far, somehow he has numbed his brain enough through hundreds of I was robbed or I was whatever stories that he is capable of making a smart decision in a stressful situation. So I think what he's going to do is parkour his way out of the building.
Okay.
This is the moment he's been training for his entire life.
The moment he's been training for.
Every single skill for survival that he's been honing through years of practice. It was worth it, Mom. It was worth it.
All right. So give me an athletics check.
All right. Fuck. So that is going to be...
your parkour bonus does count, though.
That's going to be a +2. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at a +2.
Okay. You make progress. You were at the far end of the bar, so you make it one square over. So you're basically next to the entrance. You can see now that the doors to the club are closed, and there's a security team at the door, and people are already rushing forward. So next round, the door's closed. That's the biggest problem. And there's a bunch of security dudes between you and the door. So those are two problems you have. You can see that. So, hey, Pasha, what are you going to do? You can,
is it safe to assume? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it safe to assume that the building codes are lax enough that this backstage area does not have an exit?
Let's see here. There are multiple exits. I did say. Let's see here. There is a backstage door. You can see that there's a team of bodyguards there, though, that have it. They're blocking access to that door. Yeah.
What skills do I have? Let's see. I got rapport, right? Do I know whose bodyguards they are?
That would be a context check to figure out who they are.
Well, fuck. I'll try it. All right, that's a -1, so I don't.
Okay.
Well, fuck. I have next to no social skills, so I'm just gonna be like...
You can investigate to look around to figure out another exit.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I got a 6 on investigate.
Okay. So you realize that there's an underground section there below the stage. It's actually under the VIP section. You realize there's an underground separate wine cellar for the VIP section, and there's windows there. There's also vents and ducts in the bathrooms that you remember seeing. So there's 2 other exits that you can think of aside from, if you don't want to get through the bouncers, if you can get to the bathrooms or if you can get to the VIP section, there are other exits that you can get to. So that takes you the full round to figure out. So Sammy, what do you want to do?
Do I get the benefit of that knowledge?
Yeah, I'd say.
I'll be like, we need to get out. The fastest way is going to be through the cellar.
And you know
Okay.
the cellar, the wine cellar in the
Yeah.
section.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend a fate point to say that Tuck entrusted me with his phone before he went on stage. So that I can be live tweeting things about him while he's on stage. And his phone, since he's an exec, has all of the like locks and shit for like getting so we should be able to get into the VIP area no problem. I'm like, well, hey, let's just go to the VIP. I don't know why I've got to climb out a window. What's going on?
All of the Cointractors have become uncontrolled, so they will just be acting on their instincts.
They just update and you re-off the token, right? Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but since all of them went down at once, the system's going to be vastly congested, and they aren't going to re-off.
Is this like when too many people try to open the same login, and it, like, causes the server to lag, and then you, like, get kicked out of your login?
Yep. It's exactly like that.
So the quickest way to get...
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you two you're figuring out this round. So the next round, someone goes down in the dance floor. You don't see who, but you see people going in there, and like, you hear more screaming, "Get him off! Get him off!" And you can see tiny dark shapes climbing onto people in the dance floor area. And then the maw turns around and looks and is staring at Tuck, who is deer in the headlights. Has no idea what the fuck's going on. Visibly confused.
Damn. What a good distraction.
Yeah. So he doesn't even think to ask for help. Like, that's how confused he is. So, yeah. And people start surging towards the entrance. Septus, you can parkour around the the security guys and get to the door if you want to try that. But you can also see your 2 friends are on this near the curtain at the backstage. Looks like they're moving towards the VIP area.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, oh wait, fuck the girls, and then I'm gonna try and parkour over to them from where I'm at.
Okay. Give me another athletics check.
All right. That's gonna be a 3.
Okay. So you jump into the dance floor and start ducking and weaving around. They get a 3 to attack you, which is canceled out. So Fearits start climbing on you or towards you. You barely avoid getting nibbled on by the things. And so you're in the middle center dance floor, just above the bar. So one more check, you'll get to the VIP section. Things are getting very, very hot in here. Sammy and Hypatia, are you just going to run on stage to the VIP section and just jump from the stage down to the VIP section?
That's probably the fastest way.
Yeah, it is.
That's the quickest way. Then that's the best way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is athletics. If you want to do it fast, you can just do it at a walking speed, and you'll just be slower. Because nothing's climbed onto stage yet, so you don't have to make an athletics check. But you can make an athletics check if you really...
I think I'm just going to walk normally, because I know what my athletics is, which is 0.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to make my way over there calmly.
Okay. So Sammy takes a running leap at it and manages to get a little farther ahead of you. She actually gets in the VIP section. Jumps down to the stage. So you're still on stage. So you're split up a little bit. And that's when you see all of you. It's hard not to see. The mall lurches at Tuck. Tuck is just gone.
Is the Moss still live tweeting this?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just pictures, random text, and all of you need to make a will save, and I don't think any of you have will.
I'm going to declare my question mark skill as will.
Yeah, same. I get a 3.
I get a -1.
Okay. So this is 2 stress, mental stress. So subtract that from your.
I have a fate point.
What aspect do you want to compel? What do you?
My question mark aspect r/creepypasta.
Okay. Yeah, you want to capture that footage?
I do. In
Okay.
detail.
All right, so you stand in the middle of the dance floor. You realize what's about to happen, and you get your drone out or your phone out in time, and capture that footage. Give me another athletics check to avoid getting ripped apart by ferrets.
That's a 4.
Okay, let's see how they do. They have a +2. Yeah, you're fine. So,
Fuck yeah.
There's just easier and tastier morsels nearby, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Let's see, Hypatia. So new round. It's gone into a full blown riot / slaughter. People are fighting each other, fighting off Chimera. The Maw is thrashing around. Security guys are spraying pepper spray, tasing people. You hear a gun go off somewhere. It's total chaos, and that's why Hypatia, since you're still on the stage, you hear it. You hear this thump, 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 thump coming from behind. You realize the ad zombies are uncontrolled, very heavy, and they're apparently pissed at something. So you can give me that athletics untrained.
Yep. All right, that's a 1.
Okay, let's see how they do with their charge. That is a 2. So you're going to get knocked aside and take a physical stress as you're knocked off stage, and the ad zombies jump down and just start, ripping people apart. They're very strong, and very heavy. Sammy, you can see that there is a bit of a cluster at the entrance to the cellar. The VIPs that were in the cellar, you don't see the CEO, by the way. They're trying to scramble into the cellar, and their bodyguards and assistants and entourages are fighting each other for it. So it's blocked off unless you can clear the path somehow.
I want to use my stunt weight of reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And the aspect I'm tying to that is amateur MMA fighter.
Oh.
The reason why she's an amateur MMA fighter is she was not allowed to go pro because of scandal. Because after the bell, she's seriously hurt, and some sources say crippled, although Sammy will highly contest this, another fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So Sammy's like puffing herself up, and she's pointing, and people kind of know who she is on the island because she is the assistant to Tuck. She's like, move.
Yeah, give me a roll.
All right, so I got to use contacts. Oh, which is 4. Yeah, so that's a 4.
All right, yeah. Let's see what their resistance is. They have a +1 to will at this point. With a -3, it's not good. So yeah, they crumble and get out of your way. Septus, it seems you've stayed here maybe a bit too long. The ad zombies are converging, or at least one of them is charging towards you. So this is going to be a +5 attack between the ferrets, the crowds, and the ad zombie.
You're gonna get crushed, bro.
Yeah. Fortunately, that's only 3 physical stress. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Wait, 3 physical stress do I dodge? Do I take it?
You can make an athletics check to mitigate that.
Okay.
You cannot use your parkour.
No.
Oh, easy game.
Easy.
Damn. All right.
Just always roll well.
Yeah, just always roll well, apparently, and make sure the GM rolls like shit. So you managed to get out of the way and get to the VIP section. So the 3 of you are in there, and Sammy's made a path. Yeah, you get down to the cellar, but the window is closed. You'll have to.
It's always something.
Oh, wait. No, hold on. I can do this. I bought something from Urban Carry uh, 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 I forget the fucking name. It's a pry bar. So that's one of my aspects. EDC, don't have to spend a fate point to declare that I have a proper tool for the job using crafts. So I'm gonna pop out some fucking like $200 pry bar to use crafts to try to get the window unstuck. That's a -3.
That does not work, weirdly enough. You need it at least. If you spend a fate point, you can get it open because your craft is 4. So,
all right, I'll spend a fate point.
All right. So yeah, you do manage to spin the round opening. After you do, though, one of the bodyguards gets down there and he has a gun. And you can see he has a. So you're not in a position to do anything about it, Septus. But Sammy, Hypatia, you are. So the guy is coming down the stairs. You can see that he has a gun. So you can either try and tackle him before he can get an angle on you. You can try and threaten him, or you can do something else.
Boy, it's sure good thing you told your dog to leave.
Fuck. Yeah, well, he needed to get out. Fuck, I have shoot.
You have shoot?
I have shoot. I also have the aspect collector of weird guns.
Okay. Sure.
Who are you?
Do you make these? Do you have people make these for you? These weird guns?
Maybe. I don't know. So I think she's...
You know that channel, Forgotten Weapons, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of weird guns. Like if it was used in a CIA op in the 1960s. Or you know, guns like that. Not
Yeah.
An obscure 80s action film.
A gas-powered sniper rifle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, some kind of weird caseless thing.
So if you spend a fate point, you could have a Derringer. That's a weird gun.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and spend a fate point.
Okay, give me make a shoot check if you just want to shoot the dude.
Yeah. All right, that's a 4.
Oh fuck!
Corporate lifestyle has really taught you the value of human life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You shoot the guy, he falls down the stairs. So.
Fuck. You know what? Hypatia is absolutely one of those characters in the horror movie that's like, but what about the monster's feelings?
Yes.
Oh, God. You're the person who would open the door for the dog.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Get out of here. I'm pushing you into the Arctic. Get the fuck out of here. I'm feeding you to the thing.
So yeah, with the window open, all three of you can wiggle out of the nightclub as you can hear just unbridled carnage going on. You're outside, in the night. In even now, you can begin to see there's a lot. Gunshots carry a long way, and there's definitely gunshots happening in the distance somewhere. And you can see to the south is the office park. Well, there's also a lot of vehicles in the parking lot here around the VIP tower. The network's still up. Phones are still working, at least local numbers. You've lost connection to Reddit though and Twitter.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready. I'm kicking these heels off. I'm ripping the dress up one thigh. I'm pulling my foldable sneakers out of my handbag. I'm putting my hair back because we're gonna have to do some shit, I'm sure.
For sure.
Russ? What is an obscure way to get off the island that's complicated enough that some other VIP wouldn't want to use it? Let me spend a fate point for knowledge of this.
Okay, yeah. In fact, you do know, not too far from here, there is a gyrocopter that is something that can seat 3 people if 2 of them hold off on the side. Auto gyre. So yeah, it is. It was meant. Tuck got it to practice to show off as a team building thing for other executives, and so you can try and pilot that off on the island.
All right, I'm gonna be like, all right, team. things are clearly not good here, so I think we need to regroup and come up with a better strategy. So, we're just gonna take Tuck's little whirligig toy shit or whatever, because he's clearly not gonna need it.
And go where? Where are we gonna go?
If you
Someplace that's not here, genius. Did you see what was going on in there? That
I
thing
did.
just
Look,
housed
if
Tuck.
I don't know who
If
that
you
guy
can-
is.
Does
If
he have
you
a
can give
Reddit
me-
account?
Yeah. Yeah,
Probably
wait,
does.
okay. Tell me his Reddit name.
So you could take the gyro to a yacht. Actually, Von Blurk does have a yacht off the coast. You do know that, and it does have a helicopter pad, because of course it does. So you can get on there and ask for sanctuary on the yacht. So that would be the only place that the gyrocopter would have enough fuel to get to. Yeah.
if you can get me to the lab, I might be able to do something about this.
Yeah, does your lab have a terminal? Does your lab have a terminal that's like connected to the fucking mesh network here? Because if it does, then maybe like I could push an update or something. Not to play the hero or whatever. I know we're not in an action movie, but like
Internally, he's like, "We're in an action movie.
This is my
I'm the
chance."
hero."
I am the main character.
She will say, "Yeah, absolutely. This is a lie." And I have rolled a
God.
4 for that lie.
I believe you.
All right.
My trouble is sheltered beyond belief, so I just believe you.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. You and me, Hypatia. We're gonna be the fucking people that fix this.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the two of you at least are heading to the secret lab, it sounds like.
Yeah, Sammy, can you
Mhm.
drop us off? Can you take your thing and fly us over to the wherever you work?
Yeah, all right. Let's do that. Let's go grab the instead of doing the smart thing and leaving the island and not dying. Let's go use the whirligig copter to.
No, it was a
just
really
have
good
a bad
idea.
fucking time. No, I'm saying this isn't a character. She's just like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, sure. Let's do your thing.
Okay. Yeah, you don't think you would have enough fuel to take them to the lab and then get to the yacht. That would be, especially with passengers part of the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah. When the three of you get there, you can see that one of the Von Blurk's assistants, Christian Bosman, and that's Christian with 2 A's, is already prepping the gyrocopter. So he looks very erratic. He is by himself. He is covered in blood. Clearly, he has a gun in his belt, but he does not notice the three of you because he is prepping the gyrocopter.
Sammy, what do we do?
I'll take care of this. So sneak up on him and take him the fuck out. Is that fight? What is that?
That would be stealth to sneak up on him.
Stealth.
But guess
Well,
what?
I already
He's
took my
got notice.
question mark.
Yep. He is untrained in notice. So
I think I'm gonna look over and be like, "Hypatia, can't you just shoot him?"
I mean, yeah.
It was a Derringer. It had 1 bullet in it. So if you have another fate point, you could have 1 more bullet.
Hang
You
on.
shit took the gun from
A
that other guy
Derringer
that
has
came
2
downstairs.
barrels.
Yeah, dude, just got 2 shots.
Okay, all right. You have 1 more shot. All right.
All right,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Historical accuracy is what RPPR is known
Oh
for.
my god.
Especially
With
I can say
guns,
about
yeah.
Yeah, especially guns. All right.
All right, yeah, I'll just fucking shoot at him. What's the worst that can happen?
You hit the gyrocopter and it becomes useless?
Ross
That's
just
a
showed
3?
us a picture of what an autogyro is, and I no longer want to fly this thing fucking anywhere.
Oh, there's other models. Do you remember the second Mad Max movie? The little dude.
Oh
flies?
no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's what a gyrocopter is. Anyways, what'd you get there, Hypatia?
That's a 3.
3? Yeah, he falls over. Actually, no, he would get a physique check. So let's see here. He's not quite dead. He's heavily wounded. Ah!
Oh my god, you shot him?
He's shooting back at you.
Oh my god, he's shooting at us?
Yeah, with a 4. So, yeah, give me a physique check there, Hypatia.
Okay.
Turns out he's a pretty good shot.
That's a 3?
Okay, you take 1 physical stress.
Okay. I'm still good. I'm still not out of the scene.
Well, no, you have to take a consequence, otherwise you're out. Because you already took 1 stress. You only have 2.
Yeah, that was my second stress.
Well, no, every time you take stress, you have to fill in 1 box at least.
Yeah, I filled the 1 box the first time, and I have filled the 2 box this time.
Yeah, but when both all your boxes are filled up, you're...
Oh, I thought it was if you
you
couldn't
suffer
fill a
stress
third
after.
box.
Yeah, if you need to fill a box and you can't.
No, when all your boxes are filled up, you're out of the fight. So you can take a consequence.
Take a mild consequence of grazed.
Okay, see, there you go. So yeah, you've got a bleeding graze. So yeah, it's you get nicked in the neck, and it's definitely bleeding. You'll definitely have to get that stitched. But yeah, yeah, you can take another. Well, now you're out of ammo. But while the shooting was going on, Sammy, you could have charged him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take him out then, since he's already been shot. This should be pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll that fight check. All right, yeah, I'll use my. She's an amateur MMA fighter. I'll bring a fate point for this.
Okay.
So that'll be 3. Is that 3 or 4?
All right, you take him out. What does it look like?
So she's just like, it's real simple. She like tackles him, gets him on the ground, punches him in the face a couple times until he stops moving. Mm-hmm. It's just like 1 smooth motion. Get him down there, smash him. She doesn't check to see if he's still breathing. Probably isn't. And then she takes the gun from him because very clearly Hypatia can use it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if he's not dead right now, he will bleed out because of being shot.
My dad was right. Women are insane.
Do you want a fate point there, Septus?
I do.
All right. Yeah, you run out into the woods. These women are going to kill you. They're going to kill you.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah. So, yeah, Septus panics. Not cool with the sight of blood and someone getting killed.
Yeah, I think I vomited once I saw, like, fucking Hypatia's gunshot wound. And then seeing Sammy kill a dude with her bare hands was a bit too much for this Redditor.
Yep.
Oh, no.
All right. So, are either of you going to go chase after Septus, or are you going to launch the gyrocopter?
I think we're just going to let him run off into the woods. I mean,
all right.
Yeah, we got things to do. I am gonna whistle for calamities.
All right. Let's see here. Give me a crafts check to see, or no, yeah, not a crafts lore check to see how well you taught calamities.
All right, that's a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calamities shows up, just kind of right behind you. Just you didn't hear calamities. And it's very hard to see because it's very dark out.
He's been keeping an eye on us. All right. I will show him how to grab onto the outside of the other gyro.
All right, who's driving?
Fuck, do I even have drive?
What skill is that?
Drive. That's a separate skill.
Thank God.
Yeah, unfortunately, the person who has the ability to use lore for any skill just ran away in a panic.
Okay, I don't know how to use one of these.
Do we need to go get that asshole?
I think we need to go get that asshole.
Oh my God.
That is so fucking funny.
All right, well, let's go track down Septus?
Septus.
Sepsis?
No, it's Septus.
Okay, let's go track down Septus.
Yeah, calamities. Go find him for us. We'll follow
Get him
you.
for us.
Septus, you run in a blind panic. You're just not dealing with the breakdown of society, all the murder, all the chaos, seeing your friends kill someone. It's just a lot to handle.
Yeah.
You run into the woods around the landing pad. This part of the island isn't too developed aside from this, the tower. And you run into something, something about knee height, and you sort of trip over it.
Oh no!
You don't take any stress, but you get up and you can see it's a courier, and it's looking at you.
Oh, thank God! Look, okay, wait here. Let me just parody you really quick. I pull out my phone.
Well, you don't have the token for it.
Shit. Fuck. Wait, let me see your collar. Let me see your collar.
All right. You reach out for its collar. Give me an athletics check as it lunges for your neck.
Oh. Okay. That's gonna be a 2.
It gets a 4.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So that's 2 physical stress.
I feel like
Okay,
nature's about to take its course on this Redditor.
Didn't I already get a stress earlier?
Uh-huh.
So that's all of my stress filled in, right?
Unless you take a consequence.
I don't even know what consequence I could take for getting my neck fucking gouged by a goddamn shoebill dog.
It's pretty
No, we
easy.
didn't.
You stick your hand in its mouth to block it.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I think it gets my hand before it gets my fucking neck.
Yeah. Mangled hand.
Mangled hand. Yeah.
You scream in pain.
Yep.
And at that point, you can hear more rustling behind you.
No, my god.
Yeah, they hunt in packs.
Oh my god! Fuck! That's right.
Yep. So let's see here. Palamides is first to appear on the scene, and it just immediately attacks the courier that bites at you. And a second later, Sammy's there because Sammy actually has athletics, I believe. And then tailing behind is Hypatia. So it's going to be combat.
Sammy, did you give me that gun?
Yeah, I threw the gun to you. And then
Okay.
I was like, all right, let's go look for this loser.
Yeah. So yeah, it's combat. So Palamides already act. There are 2 other couriers in a position to attack Septus. So let's see here. You have a gun, so Hypatia, you can act first. You can shoot one.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd like to use my stunt quick on the draw, but since you're letting me go first anyway, I'll just shoot one of the couriers. That's a 2.
Yeah. That is. Let's see. It will dodge. It knows what a gun is. But it rolls like shit. So you hit it. Runs into the darkness. It is. You don't know if it's dead or dying. But it disappears into the underbrush. Let's see here. Sammy. You can see that the other one is still focused on lunging. Is about to lunge at Septus. So you can try and intercept it by charging it.
Yeah, let's just use Fike to kick it, because I assume if I can give it enough trouble, it'll go find easier prey. So the funny part about this is only a -1. I think I've burned through all my fate points at this, so I don't do a whole lot to help you here. Sorry, Septus.
All right. So let's see here. It gets a 5 on its attack.
Oh.
Yeah. You can use athletics or fight to dodge.
Is that attacking me or Sammy?
It's attacking you because you're on the ground.
Right. Pog. Okay. Wow. So I don't have fight.
I was kind of hoping we would get to see your Redditor torn apart by dogs, but I was not expecting that we would see your Redditor torn apart by dogs.
Right?
Oh, wait.
You can use athletics to dodge. So yeah.
Okay. So that's a 2.
So that would be 3 physical stress. So you can take a moderate consequence.
Okay. Didn't I? Is my mangled hand not already a moderate, or
no?
That's mild.
Yeah.
Mangled hand and a moderate. What counts as a moderate consequence?
Bitten leg. Mangled leg.
Hamstrung.
Leg. So Septus is just screaming his head off.
Oh,
like he is not being quiet about this.
No, you've been mauled
Not that he's ever been quiet.
Genetically engineered creatures
by shoebill dog wolves.
Yeah, exactly. It's
as far as ways to die go, definitely not up there.
So, Hypatia, you could shoot the courier off of him.
I'll certainly try.
So,
buddy, I need you to move.
Can I have a fate point?
Mr. Asmiadius.
What? How do you? You can, sure. What is it?
I want to traumatize them.
Okay.
I want to be screaming, help me and all that kind of shit that anybody in this situation would be screaming. I want them to have to make a will save for seeing me torn apart by giant shoebill dogs.
Yeah.
All right, I got a -2 on my will.
Yeah.
All right.
I too got a -2 on my will.
All right. That's going to be 2 mental stress. For both of
All
you.
right, I will fill my 3 box, leaving the 1 open.
I have to fill my 2 box. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, you can take a consequence. If you're remember if all your boxes are filled. But as long as you have at least 1 box open, you're fine.
No, I have 1 box open. It is gonna. There's a part of me that's like, we should just leave.
If you fill all of your so your consequences, like if you fill all of those up, you don't die. But if you fill up your stress boxes, then you die.
Yeah, in
or
this
out
scenario,
or whatever.
Yeah, you're normally in a campaign you'd just be out, but in this one
Right.
shot you're definitely dead.
All right, great.
Or you're totally like lost.
Great.
Yeah, if it's mental, then you're just like and you're
I'm being eaten.
Yeah, basically. But
wolves are killing me, etc.
Yeah, give me a will save for being
me.
Yeah.
Okay. I never thought I would have to be affected by getting maimed. That's a -1. That's a -1.
All right, that's 2 mental stress.
I'm gonna take a severe consequence.
Yeah.
What would a severe consequence for that be?
Game over, man. Game over.
Game over, man.
All right, I get a 4 to shoot the last courier.
Yeah, you get it off. Septus is covered in blood and gore at this point. Pitiable sight. You can bandage him with a lore check and restore all his physical stress.
That's a 3.
Yeah. So you get his physical stress boxes healed. You all limp back to the. So you're not going to bleed to death at least. And if you have a fate point, so you can use that to pilot the gyrocopter.
All right. Yeah. I guess do I need to roll to pilot the gyrocopter?
Yeah. You use lore.
I will give you rough directions to where the secret lab is.
It's gonna be a 4.
With a 4, yeah.
I read about this on Reddit. There was a post about gyrocopters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This looks gnarly.
Yeah. It's like you play you use one in a Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like, yeah, it's fine. So are you going to the secret lab?
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the secret lab. It's actually relatively calm around here. I mean, you can see shit just in the distance. There's more and more gunshots. There's flickering lights. You can see at least 1 fire somewhere on the island. Looks like a car flipped over, caught on fire. I mean, they have got a lot of batteries. It's not good when they flip over. Yeah.
My God, we're on Cointract Island, which is populated almost exclusively with Teslas. So there's just bombs waiting to go off everywhere.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And creature abomination smart enough to exploit that fact.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you land. Hey, Pasha, you do have security access, and no one's guarding the gate now.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna badge in and hold the door open.
Okay.
I limp in.
So all of you go in. All of you smell blood before you see it, but then you can see blood on the walls and the body of scientists.
Right.
So all of you give me another will save.
That's a +3.
Yeah, same.
All right. It is another mental stress.
That is all of my mental stress.
All right. So yeah, you break down. You're done. You're God. Like you are. Do you just run and just run, or do you just like sink down and give up, or are you? Just,
I sink down. I just have a total fucking shutdown.
Okay.
Is a 3 on a will check enough to avoid that stress?
Oh yeah, easily.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a mild consequence. I guess rattled.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Hypatia, you do have by yourself, and you do have. It will be harder without Sepsis' help, but you can certainly try.
Can I do one thing before I fucking fight freeze myself to death?
Sure.
I'm gonna like grab Hypatia as she's walking past. She seems pretty like gung-ho, like knows what she's doing. I'm gonna be like, I can't do this. You're gonna fix all of this. Take my EDC bag. Take my go
All
bag.
right.
It's here. It'll help
I
you.
I will take it and say, yeah, I'm gonna fix everything. This is again a lie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Septus, you still have local network access, so you start getting pings. For some reason, your Ferret Swarm, while it's not controlled by you, still has its social media plugin working.
Oh my god.
There's over 100 new photos.
Oh my god.
You should not look at those.
I'm already looking at this.
Oh god.
Yeah, they're. You see a person's partially gnawed off face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they are clearly having a good time at the dance floor in the club. So yeah, Hypatia, you head to the command center to begin work. When you hear metallic footsteps, and you turn.
Dr. Larson, that you?
Ah, Dr. Sunstruck. I wondered what happened to you.
I had the wherewithal to remove myself from that particular situation. How have you been faring?
Oh, he turns the corner and you can see the two of you see him. And you've never seen this person before, Sammy. You had no idea there was anything, a 7-foot cyborg, pale with a large armed harpoon launcher on its arm. Also, covered in blood. And it doesn't look like it's its own blood, his blood. It looks like it's other people's blood. Yes, it turns out that the control mechanisms they used on me, as well as the Cointractors, no longer work. I thought I would, if there's openings in the work environment, there's more room for promotion. So...
Oh, certainly.
I created more promotions.
Oh my god.
More openings.
It very much seems like you'll have a very easy time getting into the main lab now that things have gone this way.
Oh, yes, exactly. Would you like to help me with that?
Oh, absolutely. I was actually on my way to pick up some of my personal projects.
Ah, you weren't trying to, I don't know, send a shutdown command or sleep or something to stop this, right? You weren't trying to do anything foolish like that, were you?
Certainly not. This is not a lie.
Okay. So you haven't introduced your friend. So, Sammy, give me a will save.
All right. Oh, no.
Right.
It's like a -1, easily.
Yeah, just another one, as you realize who killed all those people. And again, you've never met, you didn't know that cybernetics were that advanced, or that this... Yeah, no, this is this is a secret lab. Oh.
Alright, it's gonna mark terrified under my... Oh, wait. Yeah, terrified. Yeah, terrified under my moderate. She's like cold sweat, kind of like rubbing her arms, sort of like early stages of panic attack kind of behavior. Like, oh, we went somewhere bad. We went somewhere real bad. And the dude that could pilot the copter to somewhere else is not going to help now.
I will say, yeah, this is my friend Sammy. She's cool.
Oh, good.
Hi.
So, Sammy, are you looking to transfer departments?
I'm gonna be like, no, thanks. I really like my job in marketing.
Ah, well, marketing is important, but it is not what I want. I need warm bodies, and you have one. I really need personnel, so I can't take no for an answer. So yeah, both of you can give me empathy checks.
I will instead use investigate.
Okay, yeah.
I got a +1.
Okay.
That is a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you realize. Yeah. So Sammy, you realize this guy is not going to take no for an answer. But you don't know what he's exactly after. But Hypatia, he is going to take over. He's going to try and make a play to take over the island. You can if I were Dr. Larson, here's what I would do. I would take over the island and make myself into a warlord with an army of genetically engineered creatures. And well, one of the secret projects you've been working on is trying to use the control cybernetic implants on humans, which is illegal even for Cointract Island. But that's kind of like the brass ring. That's the holy grail. If you can figure out a way to cybernetically control people, boy, there's a lot of money there. Boy, what can't you do with that? And the leftover, well, Dr. Larson probably has some ideas on how to do that, but needs test subjects. He'll probably let you work alongside him, but not trust you, Dr. Sunstruck, but you're going to have to make a deal. Otherwise, Sammy's going to wind up on the table. You're going to have to fight or run away from from him.
I actually already created a bargaining chip earlier in the thing.
Oh.
So I have the blackmail pictures. So I'm sure that I can barter this information.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll rapport or deceive.
Let's go with deceive. So that'll be a 4.
Okay.
I'll be like, I've got some information on one of your competitors, and I will trade this on being overlooked for a personnel reassignment.
Okay.
Can I assist with this?
He says, all right, if you give me the information, I'll let you walk out those doors, and I won't hunt you down. But that's as far as I can go.
Yeah, I'll be like, well, let me help Hypatia collect her things.
With respect, I will need a lab assistant to, help you.
Yes, actually, you instead of being, yes, if you want to stick around with that offer, I would give you a better position. That shows moxie. And I need someone to understand the inner networks of the executives. So yes, there could be a place for you here, Sammy. Not the role I had envisioned for you, but a much better role for you.
Okay. Is this going to end? So, all right, let's just go with this.
Yeah.
Sammy's a Corey Rig Primer, believes in the grind set. She's not going to be used in some horrible experiment. It will totally be fine. She can work this to her advantage somehow. She absolutely believes this true. She's like, all right, well, very clearly, finance is embroiled in some stuff. And so she's going to show Dr. Larson her phone.
Okay.
She's like, yeah, before the event today, they hacked Tuck's phone, before he announced the firmware update. So there's high-level corporate espionage afoot.
Yes, this gives me a theory. I've been wondering what was happening, but obviously they're backstabbing each other and they didn't realize it would give me too much of an advantage. So basically, now it comes down to you, Dr. Sunstruck. So you can either work alongside Dr. Larson, try and earn his trust, or you can make a run for it. Grab Sammy's hand, make a run for it, or you can try and betray, or you can just wait to see for an opening. So what is Dr. Sunstruck thinking?
What she will say is she will work with him, but she's keeping an eye out for an opening, just like in the back of her mind.
He mentions that there is a project. The real reason he wanted to go to the primary lab is because they had a military contract there. They had a squad of soldiers that they got the control cybernetic implants to work. Enslaved cyborg soldiers that obey anyone's commands. So why bother with Chimera when you can get humans with military training and make them do whatever you want? But they were put on ice because they weren't stable enough. But I know how to get it to work. And with both of you helping me, we'll own this island. I just need to build up a force strong enough to take the lab. So I'll have to go to the body pit and start assembling some forces. So you can stay at the lab, and I'll start gathering some materials. Don't worry about Hathor. She's in the forest, but she won't bother us. I've made an accord with her. So yeah. But of course, we will need some sacrifices. It seems your colleague here is broken down. I can get him back and up and running. So.
Oh my god.
I leave him in your capable hands.
Oh my
I
god.
will reach out to shake Dr. Lyson's hand.
Yep.
Good
I
luck,
feel like that
Apex
is a
Predator.
very good place to end this.
Yep. That's how we end with Seth just looking up and seeing a massive cybernetic arm reaching toward him, hand reaching toward him, and fade to black. Cointract Island coming to RPPR.
Hey, I am so sorry, but I have been angling for this the entire game.
I can't believe you let the Redditor get partially mangled by wolves, and then you sold him as parts to a cyber guy?
Well, I mean, look at it this way. Now your everyday carry will be built into you.
Oh my
Hell
god,
yeah.
you're so right. This is just the evolution of the EDC guy.
Yeah, it's true. We'll find out what happens as we'll be beginning the actual campaign soon. RPPR actual play. Again, be sure to check out Bridget, Faye, and Lydia on Twitter. Also on Bridget's Patreon, which is a very cool Patreon. And thank you all for listening. We'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.